Did him a solid. Yeah. All right, guys. I am I am live, guys, on 3 platforms. So hopefully I'm coming loud and clear on YT, FB, and TT, guys. Let's use these platforms to talk about you, your life. I am an attorney, by the way. We got a bunch of chat going on here in TT. Let's get us some chat going on FB and YT. Good job, guys. Yeah, that was a two people can be on a power of attorney, but it's a bad idea. Someone, someone asked, uh, can there be two people on a power of attorney? The answer to that question is yes, but don't do that. Whenever you put more than one person on a power of attorney, it can cause conflict. You want to have one person and then have a backup person in case the person that you initially appoint cannot fulfill those duties. You can put two people, but one should be primary and another one should be secondary if the primary person cannot fulfill those jobs. So the tariff, I'm going to talk about this, and so I'm going to talk about it. I'm not going to get into a big political argument. The politics of the tariffs. There was some interesting things that the Supreme Court did. They basically said, and a lot of people knew this. I knew it. If you looked at the law that Mr. Trump, President Trump used to enact those tariffs, it wasn't the best law to use. There were a lot of other laws at his disposal, but the law he used was the quickest. So he went for the quickest. Two things about this decision. And I told people yesterday when it came down, look to see what kind of hints that the court gives, especially in a dissent. Dissent will almost always give guidance as to how they should proceed if they want to work around the decision. And in this case, they were handed some alternatives. They actually articulated that a president can use tariffs, but they have to be specifically targeted. And they even gave the sections and the code where it explicitly says the president has a right to tariff. Under the law that President Trump used, it was an iffy proposition. And I'm not surprised it was shot down. The second part about that decision was that it didn't give any guidance on what to do with that money that they've already collected. I would argue that it's still ours because Mr. Trump then immediately went to those code sections that the court said were okay and imposed a 10% global tariff. And he's going to specifically target these companies who've been engaged in unfair trade practices. And it's problem solved. They actually did him a solid. So, problem solved. Move on. If someone looked on at my YT, that's correct, Chief. What's up, Sean? Isn't that funny? Yeah. Yep. Yep. They also, the court does that a lot. So today, the court is everybody's friend. If you're on the Democrat side, tomorrow, when they make a decision, they're going to be their enemy. So that's the way it's always been with the courts. That doesn't bother me. Now, President Trump, again, if he would just shut his damn mouth, he didn't need the President did not need he did not need to throw any shade on any justice. I hate it when he does that. It is unnecessary and it causes him a lot of grief. He could have given that same conference he gave yesterday by saying, I respect their decision and I'm going to take their advice and use these other sections. If he would have done that with a smile on his face, everybody's heads would have exploded. But he can't do that. He has to throw shade on people, and it was unnecessary. I don't like it. It's stupid. And that's the part of him that I dislike the most. If he would have just shut his mouth and smiled and yeah, he, he should have just shut his mouth and smiled and said, thank you, Supreme Court. You all gave me some other options, and I'm going to institute them immediately. They would have, their heads would have exploded. He should have said, I respect the court's decision, and I thank them. Yes, of course, the 10% tariff will work because it is actually in the law.
Bye, Poppy. I love you.
Where are you going?
Practice.
Practice.
I'm practicing with my team.
When was that? Just today?
Yeah, today's my practice.
All right, my man. All right, love you.
Love you. Hey, if you're off flat about in 25 to 35 minutes, you'll be able to come.
All right, work hard. Someone give me another comment from YTFB. I think I can hear them. When I have my headphones off, guys, you have to, on both these, all these platforms, when my headphones are off, I can't hear. I can hear you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I can hear you. Thank you. I hear you. Test, test. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. On YT, I hear you. The reason he did it, and I will tell you again, I can hear you on I can hear you on YT and on FB. Thank you very much. The reason he did what he did is because he was calling it an emergency. He used that law because it was the quickest route to at least get the discussion. Before Donald Trump, we had no president that had the balls to do what he did. So he did it probably knowing that it was going to happen, even though he don't like it. He probably had people saying, President, this is a little bit iffy, but we're going to roll with it. Now, the decision is clear. A president can use tariffs, and they articulated the specific laws. If you look at the decision, they articulated the specific sections that he can use to enact tariffs. So it worked out. Win-win. Winner. Tariffs are still in. No big deal. And we're probably not going to pay back that money because he's going to put those tariffs. Prince Andrew is a dirtbag and should have been arrested a long time ago. Yeah, he's a smart guy. And he's got smart people around him. Right? Yeah, someone wants to know in my YT feed. I'm not in Kentucky. Yeah. Well, you got to have smart people around. Yeah, I'm I'm not a fan of the White House demolition either. But presidents, presidents have been remodeling the White House forever. Barack Obama put a 300,000 or it was a $3 million basketball court up. They put hot tubs in there. They put swimming pools in there. So, you know, I don't know. Well, I agree, K Rob. Yeah, I did not like that. I don't like that part. No, no, that was wrong. That was a problem to me. Now, if he puts it back the way that it was,
I'm gonna weed eat. Twigs are dead.
huh?
I'm gonna weed eat the side of the house. The twigs are dead.
What's up, Melissa? That's fine. Huh? That's what he says. Yeah, if he's going to give any money away, it'll be somewhere around September, October, probably September before early voting. I'm just what these politicians do. I mean, you look at what Joe Biden did. You look at what Joe Biden did with the student loan forgiveness. He waited until right before the election to roll out that student loan forgiveness. That student loan forgiveness was unconstitutional. It didn't pass muster. So, and I have no doubt that Mr. Trump will roll out that $2,000 tariff rebate. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, as far as that remodel go, they all hand out money. They all hand out money. They all do it. So, you know, yeah, I get got 4 miles today. Yeah, they've been doing this forever, buying votes. Back home, I will tell you, in the politics where we live back in Kentucky, it happens in every small town. These politicians, particularly in these rural areas, they will gravel a graveyard. They will pave an old road. These local politicians will find a way to beautify the area, whether it's lay gravel, whether it's put new concrete down, build a sidewalk. They will find a way to put money into communities to buy votes right before election. They've been doing it forever. So what? So what? Well, don't vote for them if they do it. If you think they're doing it to buy your vote, don't vote for them. One was great. My average heart rate was 143. I was out. I was out. I did 8 miles day before yesterday, if you want to know. Yeah. I did 8 miles day before yesterday. And no, I did 8 miles 4 days ago. I did 8 miles 4 days. Day before yesterday, I did 5 miles. I'll show the pool here in a minute. Thank you, Keith. I am ready for spring training. Yeah, I need to get out earlier. It was a little hot today. Guys, if you're looking in on me on the tube or the book of faces, I'm 65. I'll be 65 in October. My heart rate is good. I've had 2 kidney transplants. This kidney is working at about 26%. I need another one. That was hot. Oh, that bacon. Love it. Love the bacon. Wee, 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 wee. Sweet, sweet. Bacon. Wee, 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 wee. Come on, guys. This is your channel. Let's ask question about you. What's up, Tammy Joe? I love the name Tammy Joe. That is a hillbilly name if ever I heard it, Tammy Joe. Well, I'll probably wee, wee, wee. What's up, Matt Josh? What's up, Matt Josh from the YT? Good job. I'm, I'm all right, Tammy Joe. I never did video games. No. In the in the late 70s, I played the video games that had the big consoles. Yeah. I liked the Jungle. There was one called Jungle Boy. I liked Space Invaders and Mario Brothers back in the day when you had the old consoles back in the early 80s. Pac-Man. Yep. Good question. Galaga loved it. And another one I liked was Joust. Joust was mine and my wife's all-time favorite video game. Someone said in the chat, someone in the YT or FB chat, I don't know which one it is, wants to know, uh, said they're suing a corporation. There's some kind of problem with a corporation. They sue the corporation. They want 7,000. Corporation asked 5,000. I would get a lawyer involved, get your more money, or just tell them 7,000 is your price. Tell them exactly what your price is. If they come up to it, good for you. Now you be careful because if you're doing this on your own, they might push you into a trial. If you try that case by yourself, I promise you the outcome is not going to be good for you. So if you're wanting 7 and they're offering 5, you're close. Be careful. They could put you into a trap and make you defend a lawsuit. That's what I would say to you because you're not that far off. So be careful. If you're doing it yourself, you get backed into a corner where you have to try it, and that's not a good position for you to be in. Guys, if your rear end's in a crack, you can always call. I played Frogger, but we weren't real big gamers. I just wasn't a big gamer. I would so YT. Another comment from the corporate case. You're doing the case yourself. You've gotten it this far, but I'd be very careful because if they reject your offer and set it for trial, you could be putting yourself in a bad position. Um, you can either try to, you can ask again, tell them what your bottom line number is, and if they reject it, you need to be very careful. That's all I'm saying to you. It is microwave bacon. I do microwave bacon, sorry. You can also maybe ask for a mediation, but I'm not sure what stage you're in. Sometimes you do offers before mediate. No mess. I'm drinking a bunch of different liquid fluids. I've got Zip Fizz. If you go to my paperclip, you'll see it. You want to buy it? It's good. Thanks for the comment there on YT. I appreciate it. Judges do care if you dress up. Absolutely. If you go into court looking like a slob, it looks like you don't care. And if you don't care, a judge won't care about your case. Socks are optional. Yeah, just don't show your legs. No, you don't dress up. I mean, you don't want to dress like you're a lawyer, right? If you're not a lawyer, don't dress like a lawyer. Dress something, wear a jacket, a button down collar, a pair of slacks. If you're a lady, don't wear your hoochie mama skirt. Don't show your boobs. Don't show a lot of cleavage. I'm telling you, don't dress. If you're a lady, don't dress like you're going to the club trying to find a man. Just don't do that. Cover up your tattoos if you've got them, because there's still a lot of people that don't like tattoos, right? Dress like you're going to work for jury duty appropriately. Cover up all the body parts. That's the way you do. Judges look at that. Courtroom people look at it. If you look like a slob, the courtroom people will not respect you. If you're a lawyer, I have seen lawyers come to court in sweatpants. I am not shitting you. Earl Grey is the tea of choice. I'll do Earl Grey. Sometimes I'll do an English breakfast. Sometimes I'll do something called Lady Grey. It is Earl Grey's mistress. I love it. Very, there, you, there you go, K Rock. Used to, I would tell people, dress like you're going to church. That is exactly the phrase I used to use. You can't do that anymore. People do not know this anymore. They don't teach it in school. You know, don't wear your damn hat. If you're a felon, a judge will get pissed off at you. A bailiff will come over and identify you and tell you to take your damn hat off. You used to be able to do that. That's when people were raised with common decency. That doesn't exist anymore. So you have to spell it out. I spell it for my clients. If you're a lady, I say cover your boobs up. No cleavage. Down to your the top of your knees. When ain't nobody wants to see your ass. You ain't trying to sell nothing in court. Your reputation is what you want to put out there. If you're a dude, no holes in your pants, dress slacks, button down. And if you want to throw on a nice blazer, do that. Period. I tell all of my clients that. Philip is a broken down old man. Nobody gives two shits about him. And it does make a difference. I always, um, uh, yeah, I see a lot of people come in from work. Now, if you work in the night shift, you have a 9 o'clock hearing, a judge will excuse that. If you look like you come in from a coal mines or you've been out all night working a shift job, they won't say anything. They'll recognize that. But at 2 o'clock in the day, if you come drag assing, if you come drag assing in like you just rolled out of bed at 2 o'clock in the day and you got a hearing, that is not going to work well for you. Um, it's not going to work well. You can do it, but you're going to suffer the consequences. I always tell people, well, they can't tell me how to dress. People say, well, right, they ain't going to tell you. But if you want to dress like you just crawled out of a garbage dumpster, that's on you. I ain't telling you how to dress. The court ain't telling you how to dress. They're going to suggest. You don't have to do it. Someone asked me how the zip is. It's a little tiny tube. I wish I had one here. You put it in a bottle of water. It has a little bit of fizz to it, but it has some vitamin B, a few electrolytes. It's very, very good. I've had 2 kidney transplants. It is the best replacement recovery drink that I have used. You can find it in my paperclip. I've got it there in my paperclip. If my link isn't working, let me know. It's a downloadable document. It has hot links to a lot of my stuff, but I love it. Court is just a few days a week. I mean, it just depends on the kind of case you got. It depends. Zip Fizz. If you go to my paperclip and you click on it, you'll see a document that says my favorites. Hopefully, I hope all those links work. It goes to my Amazon page. It's literally a page that you download. Keep it on your phone and click on the links. It should take you exactly to the products that I have. Or you can buy it yourself. I don't care. I've got a watch on there. This is the watch I use. It's a heart rate monitor. It's not real fancy. I've got these headphones on there. I've got some of my shoes that I wear. I hope the links still work. Elizabeth's cutting the grass. Mickey Stein is going to go to Mickey Stein will go to jail.
Hey, tell that person I got a job.
What person? Oh yeah. She likes doing this. God bless him. Yeah, I've told her that. She likes doing it, so I don't care. I like cutting grass. I actually like doing it. Well, so listen, I'm going to talk a little bit about that Mickey Steins case. Someone asked me about the Mickey Steins case. I'm going to talk to you about the way that works. His lawyers are going to try to use under Kentucky law. It was just changed not too long ago. If you're in a homicide case, there's two things you can do. You can plead total insanity that you didn't know what you were doing at the time, and that is a defense that will completely absolve you through mental incapacity or insanity. Or if you prove that you had any mental illness, it will then mitigate, it will lessen the severity of the penalty. So instead of the death penalty, he may get life in prison if they successfully prove that he had some type of mental health issue. It's a lower standard, and it depends on how they do it. It depends on what his record is. If he hasn't shown a prior history, and I don't think he does have one, but he's going to probably have to show a jury that he had a prior mental health history, in my opinion, in order for that to work. But inherently, people do not like to send people to the gas chamber. They just don't like to do it. So generally, a good defense lawyer will make enough mess of the case and give a juror a lifeline. That's why prosecutors do not do lesser included. A lot of time, prosecutors do not like a lesser included because if the penalty is very serious, and if there's a lesser included that's not so serious, a jury will reach out for that lesser included to avoid the mental anguish of giving someone the ultimate penalty. So I think if it's done correctly, he's going to spend life in jail. If it's not done correctly, he gets, the gas chamber. So that's the thing about Mickey Steins. They don't have to prove he was insane. They just have to prove he had some type of mental health issue. Get off there, Teddy. Get off. Get off. Get off the furniture. Get off, knucklehead. So that's the thing about the insanity. In Kentucky, you just have to prove that you had a mental health issue. I am back in Florida. Yeah. Thank you guys. If you're looking in on me on YT and FB, I appreciate it. If you're looking in on me on TT, thank you very much. Let's talk about you. Thomas, I don't, yeah, they'll never remove that judge. Yeah, I'm glad to see everybody. My wife, um, I don't know. I don't know anything about the London case. Thank you, Terry. I don't know anything about that case. I have done involuntary manslaughter, two of those. One worked out good, one not so good for my client. Yeah, I don't know anything about that London case. Nothing, zero. I haven't heard about it. No, I do cook my own. We got an outdoor kitchen, and I'll probably be going here to cook my breakfast in the mornings because it's out of the way of everybody. I don't have to raise a fuss. Got an outdoor kitchen here, so I'm going to do some of my cooking out here. I've already we use this out here on occasion. It's covered, but it's still outdoor. So for my breakfast stuff, oatmeal and all that, I can still cook here. That way I don't have to bother everybody. Yeah, it's a little warm. I don't sleep outside. It's probably just your fault. Way to go, Terry. And knock it out. What's up, Northeast Iowa? Thank you. I haven't heard about the 2-year-old in Alabama. Thank you, David. Guys, listen, if you're scrolling through or if you're on any of these other platforms, subscribe, please. Follow me, follow me, follow me. If you're not a follower, you're not a subscriber, do me a favor. Subscribe, subscribe on the YT, follow me, friend me on FB, follow me on TT. Do it now if you're not a follower or a subscriber. Follow me and tell me where you're from. I want to know where you're from. If you haven't already followed, let's get that done. Let me know where your new people are from. It's Real Life and Law, same name. I'm on there now. I dropped a pretty good video. What's up, Ohio? Love it. I'm a Bengal fan and a Reds fan. But as a general rule, I'm not a Buckeye fan. I have a piece of bacon. What's up, Betty from Wyoming? Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome, David. You're welcome.
Stream. If I stop, I don't feel like doing it. The stream's now. I don't feel like refinding it.
I have 3 live streams going right now. FB, YT, and TT.
Got the front, got the walkway, got this side and the back.
Just leave it alone.
I still need
String them later.
killing it right out.
If you're a single mother and you're looking for a lawyer, there are plenty. It depends on what type of case you've got. If it's a domestic case, there's all kinds of services out there for single mothers. If it's a domestic case, if it's a land case and someone's trying to evict you, there usually are some type of legal services out there if someone's trying to evict you. That's it. If it's a personal injury case, guys, if you've had a car wreck, I'm your guy. I only get 20%. I get 20% when we settle your case. That's it. 20%. Most lawyers are taking 40 and 50%. I'm also doing some work with the Mark Lanier law firm. They've got this huge ass case. David versus Goliath. Mr. Mark Lanier is battling social media giants for their improper treatment of young people when it comes to social media addiction. Mark Lanier, look at his page. We are handling cases for individuals who have had cancer because of asbestos exposure. Tell your friends, asbestos exposure cancer, mesothelioma. I'm your guy. I will put you in contact. What is it? I will put you in contact of people who will make your life immensely easier. So Holler at me if you know anybody. Silicosis is another big thing. If you're in the mountains, we got a lot of people. I see a lot of people that got my stickers here, a lot of subscribers. Thank you very much for the subscription. Subscribe, guys, if you like my content. That's a good way to show me that you appreciate me. Look at my books. I've got merchandise, to take a look at it. But the Lanier Law Firm also handles individuals that's been diagnosed with silicosis. Silicosis. It is exposure to rock dust can mess with your lungs. In a rock quarry, in a coal mine, if you know anybody been diagnosed with silicosis, holler at me. We know people that will make your life easier. Automobile accidents, 20%. You can't beat that, guys. 20%.
Got hit.
A rock.
Sand.
You should wear some socks.
It's that weed eating in that sand. It's on
I
soil.
know.
It is miserable.
That's why you wear high socks or
It's like
slacks.
shards.
You wear slacks.
Then it
I
gets
see
too
all
hot.
them.
I'm gonna get a shower. Carter's at basketball practice.
I heard you talk about it. Yeah, fire ants, sand. Yeah,
Yeah, I got a battle wound.
yeah.
I can't see it.
I
It's
know.
right there.
I know. Yeah, cut it out. I'm fine. Get a shower. I'll be in later. Where's your mother at?
And I kept my hair down the whole time.
Where's your mom at? I do divorce cases. Yes. Divorce is a very big deal. There's some strategy to divorces. If you're getting ready to go through a divorce, I would book a call and let me talk to you about that and help you develop a strategy so that way your divorce, the outcome of a successful divorce depends on the strategy that you use. There are certain things you do and certain things you do not do. The best thing to do is plan your divorce. If you know you're getting ready to do one, plan it. Plan it, I say. No, my consultation is not free. I have to research your case. The someone in the chat talked about the IRS deduction for the some of the biggest arguments I have made, some of the biggest arguments I have had rather, when it comes to divorces, who's going to claim the kids on the taxes? Who's going to get the benefit of the refund? The easiest way to do that is to divide up. Someone take the odd years, someone take the even years. Or if it doesn't benefit one of the parents, let the other parent have it. Some judges will do that. They will say they will give it to the person that it benefits the most. They will give that tax rate to the parent that benefits the most. So to keep that from happening, alternate. Someone take odd years, the other party take even years. That's what you do. Get it in the divorce. Put it in the divorce agreement. I just did a divorce agreement the other day and it did not have it in there. I asked for it. They're not going to put it. They're going to work it out between the parties. Let's see how that works.
Our older AC unit shouldn't be quieter than the new one, right?
It just depends.
Huh?
It depends.
I mean, that new one just was in there a year and a half ago. And it's, that old one that's in there 20 years, you don't even hear it.
It just
And
depends.
they're both running.
Or if they're working,
Yeah, but
if they're not froze up, if they're working. Sometimes they are. Yeah, I did work out.
it's just the running noise of it. If you could
Oh,
be
yeah.
quieter, it's newer.
Well, I don't know.
20-year model.
I don't know.
They're the same size.
I don't know. Sometimes you just don't know. If it's working fine, it's cooling fine. Elizabeth is trying to find problems. I don't like to find problems. I'm not a I don't go to any counties in Florida, but I can help you with your case. I can help you develop a strategy for. Oh, I know, Elizabeth. Yeah. I do the same thing with her. I just don't know, man. Sometimes you don't know. That's why that's why I that's why the older I get, I like having money to get a professional. I get a professional because I don't know how to do a lot of shit. My hands don't work very good. My eyes don't work anymore. So I fortunately, I have enough money to where I can hire things. Yeah. So someone asked me if I can help them draft discovery. No, I can help you. I can show you what you need to do. What's up, Elkhorn City? Woohoo! Pike County in the house. What do you think about that garbage bullshit? Elkhorn City, what do you think about it? Yeah. What's up, Tim? Yeah, this is our new house. Bella, I got go to my paperclip there, Bella. What's up, Deborah? How are you doing, baby? Thank you, Lauren. Yeah, I go back to Kentucky. I'm going back the end of March. No, do not use AI to draft discovery. Someone listen to me. If you use AI for a court document, you won't know what the fuck you're doing. Pardon my language on a Saturday. If you use AI and you think problem is solved, you won't know how to do it. You won't know how to respond. It is a bad idea. You'll have shit on a paper. You'll have a document, but you don't know what the hell it means. You won't know how to use it. Use an AI to draft that kind of stuff, unless you're a lawyer, doesn't mean jack shit. That's crazy. You can do it, but it's still not going to turn out well for you. But you go ahead, use AI to draft your discovery. You won't know what information to feed it. Oh yeah, sorry, K. Rob. Yeah, I mean, just it bothers me when people think AI is the problem to the solution to all legal stuff. People just kill me when they do that. It just kills me. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I can't help it. Now, I wouldn't do that if I was in court, obviously. I mean, I'm only probably about 2 years away from full blown on dementia, as far as that goes. Well, you just say that user from YT. You go right ahead, baby. Thank you, K Rob. I got me some backup. Yeah. I've been almost was thrown in jail once by a judge, and I was really scared. I thought I was going to go to jail. I really thought it. I mean, I was scared. So user in YT, I got a YT user. It isn't that difficult to get a document. You are correct, Miss YT or Mr. YT, whoever you are. You are correct. You can get a document that says discovery, but you won't have any idea what it means. You won't. You won't know how to apply it. It's easy to get a document through an AI generated platform. That's not the hard part. That is not lawyering. You go right ahead. I'm not arguing with you, YouTube. I'm not arguing with you there, user, whoever you are. I'm not arguing with you. Yeah, I saw that, K Rob. I saw that. It takes 3 years generally. Yeah, non-compete agreements. Yeah, this Eugene. The reason, okay, so thank you, YT. Thank you, user. User, please, for the love of God, get you a name. User on YT, get you a name. You are correct, user, and thank you for pointing that out to me because I always like when people do this. I did say I used AI, but I'm an attorney. I understand what it means. I know what the document is. I know what information to put into that platform. The information I feed it for to help me draft an appeal was particular information. It was information that I knew. It was information that was valid. It wasn't just a document. I didn't just ask Claude for um, an appeal brief. No, I gave it just a very select information. I took my file, I put it in the machine, and I told it what I needed, and it gave me a document, which I have since looked at, reviewed, edited, cleared up mistake, lawyer. It's good if you're a lawyer, if you understand what that stuff means. But if you are not trained, whatever document you have won't mean jack shit when you go to court unless you understand it, unless you know how it works. That's the difference. Anybody can print out a document, but you got to be really careful the information that you feed it. People don't understand that about AI. It depends on the information you feed it. No, I no, K Rob, I didn't see that. But I saw your post about or the information you gave me about that about the goggles. Um, that was already after the judge made a pronouncement, right? No, don't call me, Bella. No, you got to book a call, baby. You got to book a call. No, don't just call me straight up. You can call me now. I'll listen to you now and let everybody else listen and learn. But if you don't want to do that, you've got to book a call, and that means you have to pay. So you can call me now for free, or you can wait till later and book a call. So the thing, K Rob, is I don't know why that guy didn't go to jail already after the judge forbid those things. She should have put him in a slammer to send a message. This is Eugene.
Hey, Mr. Eugene, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Who is this?
Thank you so much. This is Bella.
Okay, Bella, what is it I can help you with, baby? Speak up if you don't care.
Okay, I am going through divorce, and I have this. At the other party for my husband, they ask for discovery, and so the language they're using, I do not understand where to start from.
They asked you. Wait, hold on. They asked you for discovery.
Yes.
So all you've got to do is answer the questions.
They're
Usually
indirect.
the
They're very indirect. Like it's not straightforward.
well, if they ask you for your income, give them income. If they ask you what your expenses are, give them. Usually, divorce discovery is not that difficult. It's usually ask you questions about your income, what your expenses are. Those are generally what discovery in a divorce is.
I understand. Yeah, that's not the case. This one, because, okay, I submitted, like the very first time I submitted my discovery with my lawyer, the question that you just said, that is exactly what it was. Now, after some time, like after my husband was kicked out of the house, now his lawyer is sent a three documents asking me for tax return and some information. That's what I wanted. Like, I
Right?
don't mind paying you.
Tax returns are acceptable. That's permissible. A judge will ask you and allow them to ask for tax returns. So give them. Just give them. They're going to get them. You can argue. You can argue, but a judge will ultimately make you give those documents.
It's a lot. Can you do that for me? I pay. I don't mind paying you.
Well, the only problem I have with that is that first off, I'm not a lawyer, but if you've got specific questions like the tax returns, that's permissible. All you've got to do now, do you have a lawyer?
Yes, I do, but they're charging me a lot of money. That's why I don't want to.
I understand that. I understand that. But listen, generally, that's a question for your lawyer there locally. I don't mind to let you know there are certain questions. If they try to go back more than 3 years on any kind of discussion. Well, listen to me. Listen.
Yes.
If they try to go back more than 3 years, certainly 5. Give them 5. If they go back for more than 5 years, I would object to anything where they ask for anything more than 5. A lot of times, if they want your medical records, if it's not relevant to your divorce, if you're not claiming some kind of mental abuse or anything like that, physical abuse, if you're not claiming any of those things, then medical records are irrelevant. I would object to those. So keep it based on income and expenses. And if anything else, if you think is out of bounds, just say you object. You're going to have a hearing, and the judge will tell you whether or not you should answer it or not. But object. Answer the questions that you know you can answer, and then say in the other ones you object because they're too broad, you don't know what they're talking about, or just say they're not relevant. That's very simple answers. Answer the ones you can answer, though, and send it. The other ones just say you're not sure of and you don't think they're relevant.
Okay.
All right?
All right, that sounds good. Thank you so much for taking my call, and thank you for everything you do for us for free. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. You are very welcome. Just tell your friends, all right?
I will. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Eugene.
Yes,
Bye.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah, in a divorce, it can be a pain in the ass. So you got to be very careful. That's why if you do it yourself, you get dragged into a big old mud fight. And there's some stuff that's not applicable to a divorce. You know, if they go back more than 5 years, I'd just tell them to kiss my ass. But you don't want to say that in a document. You just say it's not relevant. Or what's up, Todd? What's up, Lindsay? Yeah, okay, Rob. When I get here, I put that up on my laptop. I've got probably some more time to re-edit it. I did get a run in today. Yeah, I'm going to put that divorce book out here pretty quick. I mean, it's behind schedule, but I've been dealing. I mean, everybody knows here. Been dealing with the sale of the condo. Now we've got everything situated. Our room is over here. It's behind me. We got a whole side of the house here, and so we're getting acclimated and trying to, figure shit out. So, um, so I got a bunch of stuff. I am going to do that morning update. I'm going to try to be disciplined enough to do about a 10 or a 15-minute update on stories of the day. Just to give my opinion, let everybody have a heads up on things to look out for. Todd, I don't know how you do it, buddy. Much props to you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to post it on my YT and my TT TT's not a real good. I'm gonna try to get it underneath. I think they will do a 10 minute. I think TikTok allows 10 minutes, I think the most. So I'm gonna try to keep it under 10 minutes, just give everybody a good briefing, a 5 or a 10 minute with some questions and answers. See, because of my vision, I'm very limited. I can't read from a script and I don't read from scripts. I have to have bullet points and headlines. So when I get online, it's going to look a little weird. Um, you know, an HOA at the new place, Todd. Yeah. Thank you guys. It depends on what school you're from. The question is, how many times do most attorneys take to pass the bar? The simple answer, the direct answer to your question is an attorney will take as many times as they can to pass. Some states have restrictions. Some states have a three limit restriction. I think Kentucky has five. You can try it 5 times, and if you fail 5 times, you have to take a year off. Some states have a combination of that. If you don't pass it within the third time, you could be in danger of having to set out for a while. It took me 2 times to pass the West Virginia state bar. I'm visually impaired. I have to learn things differently. I failed it the first time by about 6 points. Most of my bad questions came from property, the property portion of the exam. So what I did was, at, for my second test, I analyzed all of my questions from the first exam because they let you know how you scored. I took all of my scores. I studied where my strong was, where my weak was. So for the second bar, I focused intensely on property, and there was another one, I think civil procedure. Those two, I hammered those. I mean, I focused 80% of what I did was on those two subjects, and I maintained on the other ones. So when I took that test the second time, I passed it by 5 points. I completely turned around my property score and I held the line on all my other ones. So that's a good strategy. But you got to know how to look at your stuff. You got to know how to analyze it. And you got to try to look within yourself and recognize where you're weak, right? And fix the weak part. That's what I did. That's what I did. But usually 2 times. Some law schools have a bar pass rate of about a first time of about 60%. Thank you, K Rob. I'm going to use those. I'm going to start that probably Monday morning. It takes me some time the night before. I'll have to get the stories, get them where I can understand them, and then just let them roll. And I'll give my opinion on them. I'll research them a little bit, give my summary opinion, and then give people shit to chew on. I think for the foreseeable future, my Savannah Guthrie will be in there somewhere until they. Thank you, K Rob. That's the kind of stuff I like because I can do it easy enough. But if I have to refer to my notes, if you're looking at a podcast, you ain't really going to know that. My tendency is, and I've almost gotten out of that, to be perfect because I'm not perfect. No one's perfect, so I won't be reading from a script. And hopefully people will appreciate the fact that I'm not scripting anything. Just trying to understand it, make sense out of it, and let it rip. That will be a good addition to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna have to find a name for it. Probably Morning Life, Morning Law. I'll probably maybe do something like that, Morning Law with Eugene Cisco. something like that. We'll do something. And I'm going to try to do it every day. I'm going to move to where content creation is my primary gig. And I'll do that. And then I'll continue to do my live events and post. Um, I like that. In the news. In the news. I like that. That sounds good. I may, don't sue me if I use it. Yeah, can't sue me. No, 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 no. Do not sue me. And I'll probably content create more full time and do my automobile accidents. And hopefully, you all will be so kind as to give me referrals, substance abuse, addiction. Could do law review with Eugene. No, I don't know law. It's too specific. People might not use it. I like the one you had, K Rob. I like that. That's a good one. Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate it. Guys, if you've got friends that get into accidents, I'm your guy. Mesothelioma, silicosis, asbestos related cancer, the condition called Nion for your eye. I did run, King. Thank you. 4 miles today. And I don't know what my split times were. My last mile was interval. I kicked it in. It's a little. Oh, let's look and see what I did. But silicosis, guys, is rock dust. Lauren, I did not get anything in Arkansas yet. Cuss and discuss. I like that. That's actually better. Cuss and discuss the law. What do you think? Cuss and discuss real life. I like it. Cuss and discuss. Actually, I like that one a lot. Cuss and discuss or disgusting. Me and Anna have different roles. What's up, Mark? Me and Anna have different roles in our business. And that's if you're in business, let me give you a tip of the day, guys. Tip of the day. Tip of the day. If you are going into business with somebody and you're developing a partnership, the best partnerships come from a collection of individuals, two or more, that have totally different skill sets. If your partnership has a different skill set than the other people, if everyone, now it's a good idea for everyone to generally know what everyone does. That's healthy. But specific knowledge about specific things relative to the job tasks. For example, I'm not worth a shit as a biller. I'm not worth a shit as a paper guy. I'm a human resources guy. So Anna lets me deal with human resources stuff. She lets me write policy manual because I'm a lawyer. I know about policy manual. She runs the day to day. I don't question what she does in the day to day. She handles the billing. She handles the notes. I don't question that because that's above my pay grade. I stay in my lane. So the best partnerships come from people who have different skill sets, and you got to understand that, and you let people have their lane. It's okay to question, but when it comes right down to it, back away. If you trust them, let them do their damn job. Let them do their job. You should have meetings regularly. I say once a month. Have communications, cuss and discuss anything. Nothing is off the table when you have those meetings. So that's the way you do it. Good question. Good question. Anybody that knows anything about business would tell they will tell you that I am correct in that. You should, the worst kind of partnership is where both people don't have clearly defined roles and they both think they're experts about everything. That's the worst partnership. Those partnerships always fail over time. They're not good, they're not healthy. That's why a marriage works best. Marriages work best when both parties understand their role. You leave it alone. My wife managed the kids. She kept the calendar. I did the work. I handled finances. I handled a lot of unpleasant shit. She handled the kids. She did all the vacation planning. She does all of that. She's great at it. I handle the man stuff. Sorry to tell you. Now, hopefully, I don't offend anybody. But we have different roles, and I'm the discipline guy. She let me do that, which I don't know if she let me do it. I don't know why I got another freaking restriction on here. What is that? Uh, yeah, you know, got another stupid flag on here. I think I wasn't real strict, but I was strict enough. I always, as my kids got older, I always allowed them to argue their point. You know, my first response, my first response as a parent was always no. Right? That's my first response. And then as they got older, I said, my first answer is no, but then you can convince me, convince me. And then if when they were old enough and they understood and they could convince me, sometimes I'm always eager to listen. But my first response when it comes to my kids was always no. I allowed them to convince me. And I think that's healthy. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So I think TT restricted my gifts again for some reason. I don't know what the hell I said. I have no idea what I said. Someone must have got offended, was all I can say. Someone let me know if the gifts are suspended. Does it say 10 minutes? Yeah, that's nuttiness. I don't understand that. The weather is great. Yeah. Little do they know, little do they know, eh, I don't get, I, it's, it's funny. Little do they know, I don't get many of those. Anyway, that's not how I make my living here. When I do a live right now, I get maybe 20 or 30 cents. I would rather you give me a dollar sign app. I have that on here. If you want to donate, give me a cup of coffee because I ain't making nothing on the TT side of this. I don't do it to make money, but if you're really going to spend some coin, do it through the CASHAP. Do it through that. It's there. Give me a cup of coffee. I would appreciate it. Buy my book. Subscribe is the best way. They take less money from a subscription. Do that if you're on TT. It's a little do they know I don't get any gifts anyway. Like I don't get many. And that's okay. But if you really feel inclined, you can give me a cup of coffee. How's that? And a lot of people do that. Cups of coffee, that's fine. Buy some of my products. Do that. That's the way to support. But subscriptions are good. We do a lot with subscriptions, guys. On here on this other channel, I'm trying to find a way I got to monetize these other platforms. Thank you, Jacob. I appreciate you. I really do. I'm having fun. I'm excited to try to transition into full-time content creation. I'm trying to develop my YT game. So I'm going to push these videos out every morning. So hopefully I focus, get up early, I do my work, and you all will trust me. That's what I look. I trade in trust. And if you have a car wreck, you can send it to me. I will work hard for you. And I only get 20%. Like, holy God. All the kids are challenging in different ways. They all. Anna, I have to say, and Allie were my two. Anna is a great mixture of Elizabeth and Allie. She is a competitor. She likes to compete, but she's not overly competitive like I am. Allie is a monster when it comes to competition. Elizabeth is not competitive at all, but she likes people. She's a people person. Anna is the Caroline, I'm sorry, baby. Sometimes I will drop a GD. I can't help it. Sometimes it comes out. The old redneck comes out in me sometimes. Can't help it. I try to fix it. I ask for forgiveness. Sometimes I can't help it. I don't say GD as much as I used to. I change it to gosh damn it now sometimes. But sometimes the GD just pops up. Yeah, well, no, Jacob, a standard right now is 40% on an automobile accident now. A lot of attorneys are taking 40% on an auto accident. Now, if you have a complicated legal matter and it's not an auto accident, 40% isn't bad. 40% isn't bad, but on a standard garden variety car wreck, 40% is too damn much. I don't give a damn who you are, it's too damn much. So, sorry, thank you, Rhonda. So I'm excited to try to transition. I've got 3 more cases that I'm trying to get rid of back home. I have gotten several car wreck referrals from TT. Trial, you're looking at 45 and 50%. If I do a two-tiered fee schedule, I do one tier 20% on my auto accidents if I don't have to file a lawsuit. But that's good for you. You don't ever want to try to file a lawsuit if you don't want to. You never win in a lawsuit. Never. You never get as much as you think you're going to get. And sometimes you get 0. So in a garden variety automobile accident, I get 20% if I don't have to involve another attorney. But sometimes you get an adjuster that's just an ass. Sometimes that happens. And I will work a case until I recognize that the other side just is not going to play. If the liability is clear and you've got real injuries, sometimes you get an adjuster that's just not going to give you a good value. So I just had one like that the other day. It's in the Knoxville area. I worked the case and the adjuster was just slow walking it. They were thinking they knew that I wasn't licensed in Tennessee. It's not a secret. All these adjusters will look at the lawyers. They know who the lawyers on the other side are. So they know I'm not licensed in Tennessee. So they were slow walking it. Surprise to them, I had a connection in the Knoxville area, and we filed a lawsuit last week. I think Wednesday we filed it, last Wednesday. So surprise to them, they're going to pay a lot more money than they would have, I think. So I got a lawyer involved. But the problem with that is, so it goes to my second tier. I charge this client 35%, which is still under 40%. 35%. Had to get another lawyer involved. And I'm giving that other lawyer 70%, right? I'm getting the fee. We get 35%. I'm giving the lawyer 70% of that 35% because they're helping me they're carrying the litigation. The only thing that I'm doing is I'm talking to my client, I'm keeping my client informed, and I will facilitate with the negotiations. That's my contribution. So I get less. I don't care to get 30% on that deal. That's the way I work it. Most lawyers would have split that fee with the other lawyer. I don't do that. I'm grateful to get someone that knows what they're doing, they're competent. So I do 30% with the other lawyer. So that's the way I do it. Different. I'm different. I'm not greedy. I'm happy. If you would have told me 25 years ago that I could make $30,000 for 20 hours work, I'd have told you you were effing nuts, right? I'd have told you you're crazy. But on the garden variety car wreck, $20,000 on a $50,000 policy is pretty good money. 10,000, I get 10. If it's a $50,000 policy, I get 20%. I'll work for that all day long, and I won't worry about it. I won't sit and think, boy, I could have got 30%. No, I don't do that. I'm grateful for the 20% because I know what the value is. So it's just different. I'm not greedy, but I want to be filthy rich. I'm not greedy, but I want to be rich one day. One day. So hopefully you all can help me. I'll tell you what rich is, K Rob. Rich, honestly, I want, so what's what I call rich? I I don't do this now, so I guess you might say I'm rich. I don't worry about what food costs. I don't worry about what gas costs. So I suppose I'm already there. I would like to have some generational wealth. And at my stage of my life, I would probably like to have $2 to $3 million in the bank to try and see. But I'm not a traveler, so I'd like to say I'd like to be able to travel, but I'm not a traveler. So I have most of everything I want, but I would like to leave my grandkids a little bit of a nest egg, you know, structure some kind of settlement for my grandkids. I've already took care of my kids. So no, I'm good. You know, I would love to be able to go to big sporting events. That would be, to me, rich enough to say, hey, baby, let's go to the World Series and get tickets, not worry about it. Let's go to the Super Bowl and not worry about it. Let's take off for 3 weeks and go to Williamsport and watch the Little League World Series. That's the kind of shit I would do if I had a lot of money. Would love it. That would be fun. But like, I don't worry about gas costs. I don't worry about home costs. I don't worry about food. When I go to a restaurant, I eat what I want. So I suppose I'm already there. Yeah. 3 million spread out over 10 kids in an annuity would get some pretty good money by the time they're all adults. That's a good starter. So other than that, I don't really care. And I like giving money away. I truly like giving to local athletic teams, stuff like that. So at my age, it's less money. Although, you know, if I won the lottery and won one of those $60 million jackpots or $100 million, I'd be the same guy. I would be more of an asshole. I would be able to fund causes. I like good causes. So that would give me the money to fund more causes, which would be fun. I like sticking my finger in somebody's eye. There you go. If I was going to have a big trust and have it for my grandkids, I would name an institution as beneficiary, like a bank or something, because that will live on. You never name a, yeah. Um, yeah, a trust is, you can do a trust, but I think you put an institution in charge of your trust and not a person, because people pass away. And if you want your trust to live on forever, I would probably put an institution in charge of it. You're less likely to have a problem if you have an institution involved. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Right now, I'm grinding it still. I want to be filthy rich. I don't know what your number is, K Rob. Yeah, but you gotta, whoever you, it's whoever you, they do charge for it, but so what? Like, so what? They charge for it. It's work. If it's a good trust, it's work. So what if they charge? Pay the man, Aunt B. Just pay the man. Andy Griffith said it perfectly. Just pay the man. You do better. You're far better off. You just pay the man. Get somebody to do it and pay them, and don't worry about it. Choose wisely, and then don't worry. It's the way to do it. Come on, guys. Let's get it popping. No comments on the YT side, guys. Thank you very much. Or the FB side. Got some furry friends running around. Elizabeth stays home. Anna works. Allie works. Elizabeth's got her hands full raising some babies. And she's going to work. She did work in the dental field. And yeah, they're valid forever. so your so your so your number is a fluid number. I mean, you know, no, I want more than love. I love people love me, but I want money. There's nothing wrong with that. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. You can do both. There you go, K Rob. When you're in your best earning years, yes, you got pedal to the metal, buddy. I've got realistically, um, I think I'm maybe past my best earning years. I was making a lot of money several years ago. I mean, a lot. I mean, for me, a lot. I was knocking down almost $2 million a year. I did that for about 6 years, and it was a grind. So now, not so much. Uh, I left those years about 10, 11 years ago. So now I'm doing quite well, but I like to relax. This is fun for me. It's still fun. I still work, but my best earning years probably passed me. So I still work. It's a different kind of work. Oh, well, well, Alexandra, I ain't never sitting back. I'm not a sit back guy. And there you go. See, perfect. You see, you got the perfect situation. You've got freedom. You're working with people that understand you and know what you're good at, and they leave you alone. That is the perfect situation. That's the situation that I had years ago. There you go, Alexandra. Very good. That's it. So the best situation is one where you have control and people understand what you do and you're good at what you do and they leave you alone. That is the best situation to be in. The absolute best situation to be in. Right now, nobody writes my checks. Nobody signs my checks, except I do get an early Social Security, and I work for my daughter. Yeah, we're going to do the clinic, the car wreck, and car wreck social media, and I'm still associated with the Lanier Law Firm for as long as hopefully I'm not an embarrassment to them. Okay, Rob will let me know all that. Just trying to help, guys. Look at the sticker up there. Automobile accidents, silicosis, mesothelioma, asbestos related cancer. I'm your guy. And I like associating with good lawyers. I've done it before. I used to have a boutique practice that made a lot of money. I was a hand holder for a lot of lawyers. I held their client's hand because they were incapable of doing it. And it made a lot of money. Yeah, that's one of the things I had that made a lot of money. I took people's clients, they paid me to keep them informed. I don't have a pool yet. What's up, Magnum? I don't have a pool. The pool's going to be right over there, though. I'll show you all here in a minute. Yeah, going to try to sit here and have fun. Going to do some things with my social media. Thank you very much on the treadmill. Thank you. That's a way to knock it out, man, on the treadmill. Props, props, props. We don't have a treadmill out here. Uh, I am worried that if I bring a treadmill here, it's going to be too much of my stuff. There you go, K Rob, a hobby ranch. If you do that, and I'm still alive, I want an invite. Uh, that I love horses. I love riding. I haven't been on a horse in probably 7 or 8 years. Yeah, I love taking care of pools. I love it. Yeah, I won't pay 60 grand for a pool unless one of you all want to be a benefactor. 50 grand is going to be my price because I can get a guy from Kentucky to come up here, but I would love to have someone local because, when they tear up, you got to get somebody to fix it. And so there's some value to getting local people that are already established. There's value in that. But I'm going to do a fiberglass pool, so there's less likely to be a problem with a. Well, I don't know, Iron Mike. I think I'll get it. I'm pretty good at getting what I want. Uh, just you got to be patient. When you're a buyer, you can always get a good deal. Oh my God, I have drank so much. Oh, I forgot I was going to look at my. Let's look at my analytics here. But I like what I do, guys. I appreciate you all helping me. TT is my fave. I've been, I've almost got a gallon already down me. TT was my first. My daughter Elizabeth and Anna coaxed me into it. Anna was my first TT buddy. We were grinding it out, man, with 7 viewers. We had 7. Oh my God, those days were crazy. She'd say, Dad, I just don't think this is going to work. I said, we got to keep, everybody says you just got to keep at it. And if nothing else, I do not give up. If I have an idea and I think it's good, I don't give up. I just can't make myself give up. And so I grinded it out, grinded it out. Now I'm trying to do the same thing with my YouTube over here. And I want, hopefully, all y'all out there, if you're scrolling, you got to stop. Let's talk. Uh, all right. We're working, guys. Thank you very much for that. So let's look. I did 4 miles, 12:30 for my first mile, 13:02 for my second mile. Third mile was not good. 13:38, and my last mile 10:50. Thank you. So at one point I was about 10 minutes a mile. Oh, Girl Scout cookies. That's my wife, guys. Y'all follow her. I'm trying to get her to do some content on shopping, couponing, not couponing, but how to save some money. Just save some money. And going to the store buying shit really ain't saving money. Buying stuff you need and finding a way to get it cheaper is saving money. Some of these, oh, thin mints, they give me heartburn. I had to quit doing them. I love them, love the thin mints, but they give me the heartburn, man. Oh, God, I love them. But Heartburn City. No, yeah, Heartburn City. Well, I can't do that. Oh, I can eat them, but I pay for it later. And I have learned as I've gotten older, I got to resist the temptation. Yeah, break a tooth out. So if you all tell your friends, share my name, what I do, keep your ears open, maybe I can get that, maybe I can get that pull. I'm one good automobile accident away from a pull. In fact, I do have a really, really good one now. I'm getting admitted. It looks like I'm really close. Looks like I'm really close. Looks like I'm really close to getting admitted to the Pennsylvania bar. There's a couple more documents I have to give. I have a really big case. I think it's probably north of $1 million. And so I will be a Pennsylvania lawyer soon, I hope. So, but I'm one car wreck away, one mesothelioma. That's it, K Rob. One mesothelioma case away, guys. And I know they're out there. I know you all got friends. I know you have friends that are working around asbestos and they're sick. I would love to help them. I will hold their hand. We will be their best friend. And I'm not shitting you. That's the way I do it. You have my phone numbers. We will have We will put a team around you at the Lanier Law Firm that'll get you every penny that you're entitled to. Mesothelioma, asbestos related cancer, silicosis. And if you know anybody that's been taking Wegovy or Ozempic and their eyes are not good, if they've been diagnosed with Nion, ask and then holler at me. That's why you do it. Just holler at me because we would help you get you what you're entitled to. I know a lot about medical malpractice. Most people that someone asks, do I know anything about medical malpractice? The answer is yes. This is what I know. Most of the people that think they have a medical malpractice case do not have one. They just don't. Just because just because a doctor messed up does not necessarily mean that you have medical malpractice. Sometimes there are acceptable problems that go on with procedures, acceptable risk associated with certain procedures. A doctor could do everything perfectly and you have a bad outcome. That does not mean that there's a medical malpractice case. So it's very particular and it's hard. It's hard to get an attorney to take your case, but now I can show you what you need to do. And if I think you have a case, and how to go about trying to find a lawyer and communicate with a lawyer. Most people scare off a lawyer in a medical malpractice case so they don't know how to talk to during that first initial consultation. So I do all of that. I can help you do that. But you got to book a call. But most people, I'm just telling you, don't have a medical malpractice case. It's very hard. The good part about this, there's a lot of there's a lot. Thank you, crowd chasing. There's a lot of shade trees up and down here. So if I get up at around 6:30 in the morning and maybe at 6 do my news, my 5 minute news break, 5 or 10 minutes. I have to fit it to the platform of TT. I think TikTok allows 10 minutes. So I'll try to keep it under 10 minutes for YT, TT, and IG. Put it on there. Talk about what's new today, what to look out for, what's trending. And then I'll do that for about 30 minutes, then get on my run and then come back at about 8:30, 9 o'clock. I hope. And then work from 9 to about lunch. Perfect day. That would be a perfect day for me. Work a few car wrecks, talk to people. Because if you've got an issue, we'll call. You can call me. This makes the live more fun. If you have a real issue and I can really help you, you ain't shy, we can have some fun. Hey Teddy. Oh, there he is. Here, let's let people see you. Come here, knucklehead. Here. This is Teddy. Say hi, Teddy. Say hi, Teddy. Gabapentin is not the best. It's not the best. It's a bad medication. A lot of problems with those types of medications. They now know that long-term use of those can cause dementia, early onset. That is absolutely true. Those are facts. And if you're taking those medications, I'm sorry, consult your doctor. But there's some studies out there that seem to suggest that they can impact uh, your cognitive ability. I would be off of that. Shut the door.
Mom said
Well, shut the door until your mommy comes here. Don't let the dog in there, please. No, that's not. Poppy didn't say no. I said wait till your mommy comes.
Here, bud. No, bud.
I didn't say no.
No, Julian.
Good job. Here, go. Thank you so much. You can't do that.
Huh?
Bring me the shortcakes.
Oh, did you bring the strawberries? I'll cut them while I'm here. I thought you already ate. What do you got there? On
She
time.
just made some more bacon.
I didn't eat.
Well, yeah, the medicine that you're talking about, Gabby, yes, it's not good. Long term. First off, long term use is found out that doesn't work. Placebo effect, right? Those medicines don't really work. They don't really fix the problem that they say they fix, and they can cause. Studies suggest that they can cause long-term effects of your cognitive ability. I think the last study was in Europe. It was in the UK. I think there was 35,000 people involved in this study. It was huge, big study. And they found out that number one, they didn't really work. They weren't effective. And then secondly, there was some connection with long-term use. And long-term is after 6 months. Up to 6 months can cause future cognitive problems. So that is true. No, honey, I've had enough. No, I've had enough.
What? You don't like the bacon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mom, I just got me an idea. Jelly,
And
is
bacon.
that good?
Uh-huh.
Jelly and bacon on a biscuit. Oh my goodness.
Is it good?
Oh, it's great.
New invention.
Okay, let me try it.
Try it and tell me. Now, you're gonna fall off there. No, go ahead. See what you think.
Good.
It's good, isn't it? Jelly, bacon, and a biscuit.
I'm gonna eat all of this.
It's a great bacon biscuit. Oh, it's a jelly t-shirt.
No, it's on Poppy's fork. I'm lucky I didn't get electrocuted.
What you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about, Willis?
Good job. Oh my God, what is that? This is a freaking
To
scorpion.
get licensed?
Look, it's a scorpion.
Okay, someone asked me to content on Santec and cancer. What are you doing?
Don't
Like
put
a
it on my
scorpion or
sand.
something.
Don't put
Where?
it on my
Like a
stuff.
little, it was on the table. And it jumped.
I don't know.
That
Leave
was
it
a
alone.
scorpion.
We're outside, so we'll quit. Someone wants me to comment on Santec. I don't know about that medicine. Listen, guys, when it comes to medication, you got to trust your doctor. But I come from the world where less is more. Medicate yourself if you can, right? Do what you can to heal yourself. Get your diet right.
No.
Don't crawl on the table. Get your diet right. Eat right. Exercise. Don't get on the table. No.
Yeah.
And get off the table, Jillian. You're gonna fall. Don't do that, bud. Stay off. Poppy is the no guy. I'm just the no man.
Mm-hmm.
If you'll get me the strawberries, I'll cut them. The less medicine, more medicine is my approach. And I have a shit ton of health issues, right? But I try to eat right and exercise. That will take care of a lot of your issues. It'll take care of blood pressure. It'll take care of your weight. It'll take care of depression. Those three major things that people have problems with. If you got poor circulation, There's a lot of shit that exercise and diet will fix. So Zantac, I have no idea what that is. I know what it is. It's a stomach medicine. I did not know there was a link to any kind of cancer. I don't know any of that. But if you have a stomach issue, it's probably diet related, right? For example, I had ulcers. I had acid reflux. It caused a hole in my esophagus, but I changed my diet. I don't eat after 8 o'clock. I elevated my bed just a little bit. And so therefore it stopped the acid reflux. So you fix yourself. All right. Stay away from shit you shouldn't be eating. That's the biggest problem people have. They can't tell themselves no when it comes to their diet. And I'm sorry if that bothers people, but that's a fact. But see, I would rather fix the problem than rely on a pill to cover up the problem. All pills do generally is cover up the symptoms. They don't address the problem. So, I would start with my diet before I took on a pill. Like, yeah, they years ago they were wanting to put me on medicine because of my blood pressure. They were wanting me to put me on medication because of acid reflux. They were wanting to put me on medication because I had high cholesterol issues. This was 20 years ago. I fixed my diet radically. I don't have any of those issues now. I don't have acid reflux. I don't have any sleep issues. It fixes stuff. The only lingering problem I have right now is neuropathy, and that can't be fixed. I've, massage and exercise. I have neuropathy because of an automobile accident I had. It's not going to go away. Go to my picture, click on my picture, and then you'll see that paper clip.
And book a call.
All right, guys, I am going to get here. We're going to fix us. We got a plate.
Cuckoo banana bread.
Well, okay. All right.
Just chop some
We're
up
gonna
in there.
fix us some cuckoo
Now,
banana.
don't worry. We're going to wash these. My hands are relatively clean. I washed them. All I've had is my drink. So we're going to wash these. I'm going to cut them.
Maybe not
Go
water
there,
right
Mom.
there.
I'm gonna, I'm going to, I'm going to cut them, and then we're going to wash them and put them in a little bit of sugar water. And tonight we're going to have them on some cake, Millie, with whipped cream. Yes, a cake with whipped cream.
You're looking at what
I'm
for-
fast.
for. You're
I am
looking.
fast. Yeah, I am lucky, aren't I?
People don't like eating the white stuff.
Well,
I wish I can help you, but
no, I don't need any help. Thank
but
you.
fork don't even cut.
Yeah, no, this is good.
Don't cut yourself
I won't, baby. I won't cut myself.
because I'll be scared.
Yeah, well, don't want any stitches. I'm good.
If you hurt yourself too
I'll be
much.
okay. I don't hurt myself all the time. Cut it out.
Sometimes.
Well, sometimes that happens. Can you put that over there behind that, behind the screen? Behind the screen. Thank you. Millie is my little helper. Millie is my little helper. She's very good drawer. She's good at drawing and coloring.
Oh, do you want them to see my picture?
Show me the picture of all of us that you made. Go get it.
Where did you put it?
I didn't put it nowhere.
I think you put it
Amelia. Amelia Bedelia. I think that was where her name come from, I think. This was a big one. I'll quarter this one. Sometime, Mary, thank you for the question, Mary. I don't know where it is, baby doll. I didn't do anything with it. So there is a time limit. In almost every kind of a case, there's a time limit. It depends on where you're from. It depends on what type of case you have. There is a time limit. There absolutely is, Mary. If you think you've been wronged by a hospital, as I've said just a minute ago, you probably don't have a case, but if you want to book a call, I'll look at your case and at least give you my opinion. So I can look at it for you. You want one, Julian? You want a bite? Say Poppy. I'll give you a bite. Say Poppy. Poppy. Say Poppy. Poppy. I'll give you one. Say Poppy. You gotta say Poppy. Pop, 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 Poppy. I'm trying to teach him to talk. Here, take it. Say thank you. Say thank you. He's used to pointing and grunting because everybody goes to him when he points and grunts. And all little kids will do that. Usually the last born child is usually sometimes the last kid is the last one born is the last one to talk. Because everybody, he just points and cries and grunts. I mean, all little kids do that. You got to make them speak. He's smart. He's figured out I don't have to talk. Everybody else will get me what I want if I just point and grunt. They all grow up fast. Julian. What, baby?
Put on the other papers.
Well, get one good picture that you draw. One good picture. Yeah, Elizabeth, if you're on the chat, these strawberries are getting bad, so we got to use them up tonight. Yeah, but they're getting soft. Guys, we're going to put them in a little bit of sugar water and let them sit for a while and have some strawberry shortcake. Well, pay your lawyer a little more and he'll probably call you back. If you got a lawyer that's not calling you back, there's something wrong. Maybe. What's up, Lynn? How's it going? Yeah, there's some airplanes, but they're way off in the distance. Hold on, baby. Hold on. Let me look. That's not what you drew. You colored this. Get something you drew.
No, my right there.
Well, honey,
There's only stuff on the book. I'm just gonna look at the see what they are.
I don't know. Choose you. I got some cases I'm taking care of the end of this month. We'll be back January or February or damn it, March. March is when we're going back. I've got some court hearings the end of March and the beginning of April. And Hillbilly Days is going on back where we live. It's a festival that we enjoy. So we're gonna do some Hillbilly Days. Don't stand up there. No, don't stand.
The lizards make holes in the snakes.
The snakes make holes. I don't need money. Yeah, Hillbilly Days is a lot of fun.
Amelia,
She went in there to look
What
for
are
a
you doing?
drawing.
right?
Yeah, some of these are getting soft or kind of soft spots in them.
Want your drink? Drink? Cat? The cat? The lizards are back.
Huh?
The lizards. I've not seen them since the cold front.
But
They were hiding.
yeah.
Now they're all over the house.
Mm, yeah. We're out. What happens here? All right, let me see.
It's got skeleton and salad.
Just down. Who is this?
Jack Skeleton and Sally.
Okay. This is Jack Skeleton and Sally. I don't know. Yeah, let's just now draw this.
Yeah.
Okay. There it is.
Kitty. Here. Bring your kitty. Thank you.
Ah,
Thank you. Thank you.
scratch him. He'll go.
She just lays there.
Well,
What are they?
Good kitty cat.
yeah. Well, you got to teach him to leave it
Good,
alone because
easy.
that cat will
Mom, there's
bite
glass
the shit out of him.
Where's glass?
on here.
Pick it up. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it drop?
It's not so right there.
Why is there glass out here?
It's from that dome that broke. Is that the only one that dropped?
Hey, Julia,
No,
put that cat
it's
down.
not.
Put it
One-
down,
One hit my arm.
baby. Well, Michael, you're the first moron we've had up here. No. No. Don't put the cat there.
Teddy.
Shirt.
Julia,
No,
Julia,
he's
can't be
going
in this. There's glass. You don't need this chalk, okay?
Why?
Because
Leave it
it's for
alone right now.
sidewalks.
It's a little warm, but it's
80
Florida.
degrees.
Okay, it's 80 degrees. I mean, really? We're in Florida.
Leave the chalk alone, okay? Julian, where's the cat? Oh no.
No, they get the some right there.
Leave it alone. Stay out.
That one's a big one.
Leave it alone.
He's sleeping. He's not night.
Someone's under arrest out here.
Someone's under arrest. Yes, someone's going to be under arrest.
Because I hear some police is out here.
Yeah.
They're on the loose.
That happens when people are bad. look at that cat.
Julian's trying to remember it.
Well, you got to tell him no. Like when that cat scratches him, he'll learn.
Can I have a strawberry?
That's about the only way to teach him. You go let him figure that out. He bothers it.
Can I have a strawberry?
Yeah, here.
Julian, where are you going?
When it scratches him, he'll learn real quick.
Here's your drink. What are you doing? No.
Where's Carter at?
At his basketball game.
I didn't know he had practice today.
I wish you were out there. But
Huh?
I think tomorrow you guys are leaving. Let me put
We're
that
not
in.
leaving, baby. Now I want you to keep your hands out there. Okay, you keep your hands
I'm
out.
taking the leaves out.
I leave them alone. Okay, leave them alone. I'll deal with this. This is what I'm doing. Let me deal with it. You keep your hands out. You want a strawberry? I'll give you one, but don't put your hands in there. Do you want one?
Yeah.
All right, here.
Get another leaves. Oh, you want one? Uh-oh.
Baby?
Huh?
Julian?
Hmm.
You gotta watch it. I don't know where Anna is today. I haven't heard her on here.
Mom said you would put sugar on them.
We will later, baby, but not now. We're going to put them in a little bit of water. And then later on, we'll have them after church, after we've had dinner. No, Julian. No. Stop. I'm all right, Gina.
Can I take a break?
Yeah.
And have some.
That was good. Those are my grandbabies, yes. I've got 10 of them, 10 grandbabies. Still doing my podcast, Jasmine. Yeah, I'm trying to line up a couple people. As soon as I got a studio. Um, I got a studio in the house in here in my room. I'm trying to fix it up. I got to get me a backdrop, and I'm going to resume it in a week or so. God, my hands. What's up, Robert? You could open up a casino, Soul for Love. Lauren, I'm peeling strawberries. Going to fix them, put them in some sugar water, and let them sit for a while. And then put them on some shortcake tonight. I know it's not very exciting podcasting material. Yeah. Yeah, we like it. Yeah, Vicky. Come on, guys. They are fresh Florida berries. I think this is a defective strawberry, so I'm gonna I'm I'm gonna get it out of the mix. So it's defective, so I have to do quality control here. Just trying to help people out. A little quality control. Guys, I want to do another reminder, fellas. Automo- Automobile accidents, guys, 20%. That's it. 20%. If you know anybody that's been in a wreck and they were really hurt, and if there was insurance, and if it wasn't your fault, send me a message, call me, and I only get 20% when I take your case. It doesn't matter what state you're in. It does not matter what state you're in. I've settled automobile accidents in 17 different states. 17. Cut it out. I managed to do all this without cutting my hand. I don't think there's any. Aha. Got one here. Whoa. Yeah, but I ain't picking strawberries. I am in Florida right now. It is pretty here today. Hey, Elizabeth, if you're there, I'm done. Um, can you bring me a napkin? Elizabeth, can you bring me a wet napkin or something? Some kind of thing. My hands got strawberry. I flew. Got to get a shower. I'm nasty. Hey, Elizabeth. As soon as she brings me a napkin, I'll go. We purchased a home. Yeah. Come here, get this. I did work out today. They'll always say we flew a leach. Rinse those out and then put a little bit of water in them, not much. Oh, they'll be fine. I flew out of Sanford, just rinse them out real good, and then put about that much water with a little bit of sugar in it, stir them up, put them in the fridge. Can you get me a big old wet paper towel? Huh? Christian, stop. Listen, if you have a lawyer and they say they can't call you because they have a big caseload, that means you have that I would get another lawyer. If they told me they ain't got time to talk to me because of my caseload, I'd lighten their caseload by one. If I had a lawyer and that's what the kind of bullshit they gave me, I would lighten their caseload by one. So that's what I would do. If they told me that, I would say, okay, good. If that's what they're trying to tell you, then get another lawyer. Make it easy for them. Light, lighten their caseload. That's what I would do. Help them out. Tell them you're going to do them a favor. But you got to be real careful if they've had your case for a while. You may, you may run into a problem if you fire them and get another one. This is our new house. We purchased this home with my daughter. It's nice. I'll take you out here where the pond is. There's a really nice, pretty pond. And we're going to put it. God, I'm thirsty still. I got this damn strawberry mess on me. Ugh, all over my hands. No, this is not ornament. A widow does have some rights to retirement, but if she was a beneficiary, she's got rights. If she wasn't a beneficiary, it depends on how the will is structured. If there is no will, if it goes into the probate estate, she probably still has rights if there's no will. I'm waiting on a wet paper towel. Well, if his children were beneficiaries and he cut out the wife, that sucks because a beneficiary controls. Whoever is a beneficiary, that bypasses a will and it bypasses probate. It goes right straight to the people that were the beneficiaries. Now, if they're under the age of 18, they have to have a guardian, generally. So, naming someone as a beneficiary to any kind of financial account that you have is the best thing to do. You can do a beneficiary deed for a house and bypass probate. Should I put them in the fridge? Honey?
Don't put them in the fridge.
Oh, out here? Oh, okay. I forgot we got a refrigerator out here. I'm not getting sassy.
You want to go?
Like, what the hell is that? Now, just give me another dry paper towel if you've got one there.
Right here on the table behind
Oh, is there one behind me?
you in the garbage.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm not getting sassy. Hell, if you think that's sassy, you got something coming here, Poncho. Oh, didn't mean today, Noel. Well, hell, sometimes I am sassy. Sometimes you need to be. Sometimes it calls for sassy. I'm the guy for sassy.
Can you show my cup?
Huh?
This is the Jubilee Days, circa.
Did you put sugar on those?
Jubilee Days, circa 2015?
Oh, sorry. No, well. EKU. Woohoo. Clean. Clean and fresh. Maybe not fresh, but clean.
Not sticky.
At least I'm not sticky. I like Richmond. Yeah, I know Richmond. EKU, I know it. I know it. Oh man, where'd my uh I don't know that I'm sassy. I just try to be honest. Sometimes people mistake that for sassy. Oops, not that one. This one. I have drank so much water. This is how you know you might be dehydrated. I've had probably uh almost 100 ounces of fluids and I haven't peed yet. I was really dehydrated, I think. No, I'm not guard. No, no, I'm not peeing yet. I haven't yet. So that's how you know. I always know when I'm dehydrated. Don't drink a lot. Uh, no, 20%. If I have a two-tiered system, if it goes to trial, I get 35%. If I have to hire another lawyer, I get 35%. Yeah, yeah. I have one kidney. Yes. So yeah, 35% if I have to get another lawyer involved. But normally it shouldn't happen. If you've got a good case, and I only try to pick good cases, and what I mean by that is ones that where I can help my client get the maximum money if they've got a real injury, help them get maximum money without going to court. You don't always have to go to court. Court does not mean you're going to get more money. The only time you really go to court is if you have someone very obstinate and they're not willing to settle. Then you go to court. If you really believe you've got a good case, then take it to court. I personally think you should not go to court. It's almost never works out well. If your case is really good and if there's insurance out there, if it's a car wreck, you know, you should be able to settle that. And if you try to do it yourself, you will absolutely, no doubt about it, leave money on the table. You will leave money on the table if you try to sell, no doubt about it. You're leaving money on the table. So don't do it. Get a lawyer involved to negotiate your case that knows what they're doing. Now, in other cases, like those mesothelioma cases, the silicosis cases, the asbestos related cancers that I'm helping the Lanier Law Firm with, I'm looking for people. We're looking for people that's been injured. Those cases are very expensive to do. So they get upwards of 40% and more, depending on the case. It's very hard. Those cases are very expensive. The experts that you have to get those cases, even in a position where you take them to court, it's very expensive. And these lawyers front the money. So when you're fronting a lot of money, you want to get paid back. There's nothing wrong with that. But on a garden variety car wreck, to have a lawyer take 40 and 50% of your money is obscene. And I will say that to any lawyer that takes 40% on on a on a garden variety car wreck. On a garden variety car wreck. That's right. If you've got a bad policy, if you've got a low policy, it doesn't matter how bad you're hurt. That's why you should always cover your ass. Cover your own ass. Cover it. That's what you do. Cover your own hiney. Get uninsured, underinsured motorist. Get a good, at minimum, $50,000 to $100,000 policy. At minimum. If you can afford more, get more. So you got a damn old $20,000 or $25,000 policy. If you get hit by somebody and if you don't have uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage, you ain't getting jack. You ain't getting nothing. So cover yourself, man. There about 30% of the people, if not more, that you meet on the roadway either have no insurance or not enough insurance. That is an absolute fact. And if you get hit by one of those jokers, you're going to be moaning and groaning. I've seen it with my own two eyes. People come in the office, they got a lot of medical bills. They were hit by some joker that didn't have insurance and they didn't have an uninsured motorist policy. Under and uninsured motorist coverage is what you need to have. Protect yourself because they are a lot. $100,000 is good. Very good. Get down, Teddy. Get down. I could be Christopher Walken. What do you think? No, doesn't make me want to do that. Okay, Rob, no. I mean, I like Teddy. He's a good dog. And the kids like him. Would I have an inside dog? I get thank you. Screenshot hell out of it. I don't care. Uh well, it won't make your premiums go up. Two things. Two things. You buy insurance to use it in case you need it. If it makes your premium go up, so what? Right? So what? That's like saying you have health insurance, but you ain't going to the hospital. That's absolutely crazy talk. You got health insurance. No one ever says that about health insurance. I got health insurance. I'm not going to go to the doctor because it might make my premiums go up. That's nuttiness. You have that policy for a reason. I personally have never had a client come back to me and say, if it wasn't their fault, now this is in an automobile accident, that wasn't their fault. If they have a fairly good driving record, everything is good, they have a wreck, they have to use their policy. I've never, and I say never, had a client tell me that their premiums went up. That's just nuttiness. It's like buying a lawnmower and not using it. Why the hell would you do that? It's crazy. When people say that, it just doesn't make sense in my head if you say it out loud. I'm paying for something, but I don't want to use it if I need it. That is absolutely nutty. Okay, HR. Thank you for that. Someone in the chat said their HR told them. First off, if your HR communicates with you, it should be in email. It should be in an email. Someone here in the chat said their HR called them and told them not to talk about the Bible at the office. So let me give you some pointers on this, Mr. HR person. If your HR did call you and told you that, send them an email immediately, right? Say, yesterday you called me and told me that I could no longer discuss the Bible in the workplace. Did I hear you correctly? Is that exactly what you need me to do? Put it on record that they told you that. Don't do anything by phone. Put it in writing, get them to respond. So I say that to you. Now, this is the tough part I'm going to tell you. Put your helmet on because we're going to be a truth bomb here. I've not done one today. I'm going to get ready to give you a truth bomb about the HR calling you. First off, the workplace ain't Bible study. It ain't. It ain't politics time. It ain't Bible study. I know you probably love the baby Jesus. I love the baby Jesus. I'm a Christian. But the workplace is not the place for you to talk about religion. Sorry, you don't have a First Amendment right in the workplace. Now, they can't fire you because of your religion, but they can if you're violating policy. In my office, I ain't letting anybody talk about shit like that. Sorry, it's not the time for it. I want people at work to be doing work stuff. I don't want division going on in the workplace. When you talk about politics and religion, you got division. The workplace ain't the time for that. So put your helmet on and get to work and do your damn job. Don't talk about the baby Jesus. If they told you to do that, make them put it in writing. Yeah. They ain't nobody want to hear you talk about religion. I promise you. No matter how good you love the baby Jesus, ain't nobody wanting to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't even care if it's my flavor of religion. Like, I mean, I don't care. If it's my flavor, good, but I ain't wanting to hear it at work. I want people to go to work and do their damn job. That's it. That's all your employer wants. You just go to work, do your damn job. I'm all right, Virginia. How are you? So sorry, not sorry. Oh my God. I've ran. I did strawberries. So, guys, I'm going to sign off on the YT and FB. Guys, thank you very much on the YT FB. I'm going to head out. The weather is wonderful, so I'm ending my stream now on the YT.